why having no friends is better than you think. And don't get me wrong, obviously I used to have friends myself, right? I still have friends now, yeah. But sometimes, truthfully, your own friends hold you back. And even when I was skinny and out of shape like I used to be, I had friends, but because I used to surround myself with people that was constantly smoking, constantly drinking, that'd be partying every single weekend. And to a certain extent, I enjoyed that lifestyle. Don't get me wrong, right? But then there comes to a point where you truly ask yourself, like, what the fuck am I actually doing with my life? And that's how I felt, right? I felt like I was just wasting my life, right? I wasn't ambitious. I didn't have no goals. I was like celebrating my life, but there was actually nothing to celebrate. Over a long period of time, you start to realize that, yo, I need to start taking my life a bit more seriously, especially when you're in your early 20s, or I'd say even just in your 20s, right? We think, oh yeah, cool, like we need to go, just enjoy ourselves, just get with like many girls as possible, drink and do drugs and do all this bullshit. But truthfully, you hit a point where you need to backtrack and ask yourself, why are you even doing this? Right? And truthfully, the reason why I was doing it, right, was to actually escape from my reality. Like, yeah, cool. Like, we all have jobs, right? From like Monday to Friday. Maybe some of you even work on Saturdays. And then the weekend comes, you get paid, woohoo, you get paid on your on the weekend. And then you're like, fuck, you know what? I've been working so hard, right? Let me just go enjoy myself with my boys, with my friends, and just have a good time. You get me? But then you end up in a vicious cycle where it's the same thing on repeat every single week, right? And then what happens is, right, we think we're working hard during the week, but it's like we're not even working for ourselves, we're working for someone else. We're at a job, we're stuck in a job where we need to obviously earn money to survive, to eat, to do the things that we want to do, right, to experience life. But truthfully, we're doing all that shit, all that hard work for someone else's business, for someone at the top to take away from all your hard work, right? And then since I noticed that, I was like, yo, I need to fucking do something for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to take care of my health. I need to get my shit on point, bro. Like, I need to start actually pushing myself and actually being uncomfortable and turning the uncomfortable into comfortability, into actually working on myself, into self-development, into my health, into my career, right? And truthfully, my old friends were holding me back because the moment I started to speak my mind, I was like, yo, bro, look, yo, let's start going to the gym, bro. Let's start fucking taking this shit seriously. Let's start to actually help each other and be supportive, yeah? And to be frank with you, bro, they wanted to like get in shape and shit, but they wasn't ready, bro. They wasn't truthfully ready, right? But I was ready to make that shift. And sometimes when you are ready to make that shift, it comes with the sacrifice of not spending as much time with your friends, right? It spends with the sacrifice of every single weekend, you don't need to go out now and start partying and drinking all the time, right? Now, I'm at the gym, I'm training, I'm actually meal prepping, I'm taking care of my health, I'm reading books, right? I'm trying to level up, I'm trying to understand psychology and business, right? Content creation. My point is sometimes we rely on our friends and that's only because we get bored or we feel like we need some sort of community to fit in, right? But I can promise you one thing, the moment I stopped caring less about having friends and I started to work on myself, on my appearance, on my health, on my education, on the things that I truly are, the things that truly make me happy, right? I started to get addicted to the process. And I'm not even trying to be like that guy saying, oh yeah, I left my friends behind, I'm better than my friends, because that's not my mindset, right? And that's not how our channel is. We don't want to think that, oh, we're better than everyone else, you know what I'm saying? But there's one thing I noticed, that I was started to outgrow my friends, right? The moment you start to do self-development, right, and you start working on yourself and your physique, especially when you just start actually taking the gym a bit more seriously, you can't bring everyone up. There were so many times, right, I was trying to ring my boys saying, yo, come gym, bro. Like, let's just get on this thing. They'll be like, yeah, I'm on it. And he'd be like an hour late to the gym. I'm just like, bro, you're taking the piss, bro, right? It got to a stage where like I can't rely on my boys to be like, you know what? Let's take this shit seriously. Let's take it to the fucking next level, man. Like, yo, let's get in shape. Let's figure out our business model. Let's figure out what we can do to be supportive and help each other. And let's fucking grow together. But truthfully, not everyone's gonna be on your wavelength, right? And you have to start off and then like you have to be that example first. And really enough, yeah, you know, like once I started to actually get in shape, I started packing on muscle. That's when my boys from the past were starting to ring me like, yo, you've been on this gym thing, bro. Like, how'd you get in shape, bro? And I've been saying it since day dot. Like, you can get in shape, bro, but you didn't fucking want to grind. And I said, yo, let's get on this shit together. The sad truth is sometimes you do have to leave your friends behind. That is the truth, right? You can't bring everyone up. And sometimes the people that are holding you back are anchors without you even realizing it. But I promise you, I'd rather be alone and enjoy my own company and learn how to actually improve my life and learn about business and learn about just life overall. Don't get me wrong, now I have friends that have the same ambition, right? That love doing content creation, that love making videos just like this, that love wanting to get in shape, they take their health seriously, right? And now, don't get me wrong, obviously now I go out. I've got new friends, I go out now, but we actually can celebrate our life. We can actually celebrate what we achieve, right? Most of us back then, I was just celebrating, I was partying every single weekend just because it was something to do. But I promise you, if you're in a position where you have no friends or you feel like you're alone, right? I promise you, this is actually the best fucking time for you. This is where you can actually ghost people and just work on yourself, bro. Right? Work on yourself, get in shape, change your appearance if you feel like there's certain things that we have to improve on. Learn about business, learn about what you truly want from your life. And the moment I sat more alone in a quiet space and more in my thoughts, then I started to write shit down on a whiteboard, bro. I was like, yo, I was just writing all my ideas and what I truly want from life, all the things that I started to enjoy. And I got to know my true self. When I had no friends, but I got to know my true self. And now I'm so proud of the person I'm becoming, right? Every time I look into the mirror, bro, I don't even feel insecure. I feel confident about myself. I feel like I've shifted my whole identity. Like I'm a completely new person. The way I used to be before compared to now, bro, it's a night and day difference. And that all came from me being alone and having no friends, right? Obviously, I got friends now, yeah? I got friends now, but in that transition, sometimes you have to just not have no friends. You gotta ghost people. You gotta get off that social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta just stop getting so many like dopamine hits off scrolling and shit. And I promise you, your life can completely change. You will completely change, right? It's like you have to allow your old habits to disappear and go, right? And you have to create new habits for your new identity to arrive. And there's nothing wrong with evolving. People think, oh yeah, people change. Like, what are you changing for? No, the truth is you need to be changing. That's the truth. That's the only way you're gonna learn and evolve. You need to be changing, right? Yeah, cool. Obviously have morals, have values, but I'm talking about you need to be learning constantly, right? Building new skill sets, learning how to be patient, learning how to actually be more confident in yourself. And the more you do that, weirdly enough, you're gonna start attracting better friends around you, right? People that don't always smoke and drink and do dumb shit, right? Don't get me wrong, again, you can do what you want to do, right? You can enjoy yourself if you can do that. But you don't need to do it every single weekend, is my point. Start working on yourself, bro. And then you will naturally start attracting better friends. And when you attract better friends, you'll start getting a lot more opportunity in life, man. Like, there's so many times where, like, even my boy used to ring me saying, yo, I got this party, come through, there's bare bitches and this, that. And I'd be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, just not today, man. Like, just not today, right? And don't get me wrong, I used to feel like FOMO, bro, like fear of missing out. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna go, but I realize sometimes, like, you gotta take a step back. And you gotta ask yourself, what do I actually get out of this right now, right? And in that transition, I didn't go to no parties, no nothing, bro, right? Don't get me wrong, now that I've made that transition, I've got goals for myself. I'm actually going for the things I want to truly do, truly achieve, right? I'm hitting the gym consistently. It's part of my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a balanced lifestyle. But before you have the things that you want, you need to not have a balanced lifestyle. You got to put all your chips onto you, bro. You are the priority. You got to make sure that you are the best version of yourself. And I promise you, the more you take care of yourself, the more you actually put more energy into yourself, you will have zero regrets in the future. Thinking, oh, why did I do all that shit, man? Like, why did I do all them fucking drugs? And why was I drinking every single fucking weekend? And why was I partying all the time? You know what I'm saying? All that shit phases out, bro. It comes to a stage where all that shit phases out. And then sometimes it might be too late to start on yourself, right? But this is the time. This is your time. Take yourself seriously. Your whole life will fucking change, I promise you. And then you'll start attracting the women, the friendships, the business partners. You'll start attracting the opportunities that you truly need in your life. That's what happened to me. And that's exactly what will happen to you. I promise you, raise your standards and results will naturally come. That being said, hopefully you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments what you guys think as well. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.